You and I, never gonna happen.
Understood.
Charlie and Alan were getting coffee in a cafe when Charlie saw a gorgeous lady, Mia, seated alone reading a magazine. Charlie introduced himself and Mia turned him down, but he relentlessly tried talking to her and she left the cafe. Back home, Charlie, with the help of Berta, started to map out the dance studios which were close to the coffee shop and told Alan that he wasn't going to stop until he dated her. Charlie went out to search for the dance studio where Mia was, and he finally found her through a window. The two talked and Mia was being hard on Charlie, turning down his proposal, and Charlie told her that Jake, his nephew, was interested in ballet, and she asked him to bring him for practice. Charlie paid Jake to take ballet lessons. The next day, the brothers took Jake to the dance studio, and he was embarrassed to be the only guy and wanted to go back home. He saw Mia, and he quickly changed his mind and opted to stay for the practice. Jake started taking ballet lessons and, back home, Charlie helped him too to be good at it. He became good at ballet, and they were all happy for him. Mia finally gave Charlie her number and he was so happy. The two started dating and one evening, Mia stopped Charlie from kissing her and decided that they should take things slow to strengthen their relationship. The following morning, Charlie tells the family that he was in love with Mia, and he thinks he was the one. Charlie started going out on several dates with Mia, and everything around them made him think of sex more and more. Mia came by the house and the two were watching TV when Charlie suggested that he see other women for sex alone, waiting for the right time with Mia. Mia was upset to hear this and she left the house. Charlie was depressed because Mia wasn't picking up her calls and Alan helped him to come up with a perfect apology for his juvenile suggestion. He went to Mia's apartment to apologize, and they ended up getting into a fight because Mia wanted him to commit to her and not have sex with other women. Charlie went home and started fooling around with another girl called Candy, when Mia came to the house to talk to him. He promised her that he was going to give up everything just to be with her and suggested that they wait for the right time and place for them to have sex. 6 weeks later, Charlie bought an engraved bracelet for Mia in honor of the time they spent together in a committed with no sex. Candy came by the house to see Charlie and Alan called his brother, interrupting him from having a romantic moment with Mia. Mia was hurt to learn that Charlie couldn't tell Candy that he was in a committed relationship, and she left the house. Charlie went to Mia's apartment to apologize, and he ended up meeting with Mia's parents. Days later, the two decided to have sex for the first time and Charlie booked a nice hotel for the special night. Mia didn't want Charlie to take alcohol on their special day, and he was afraid that he would not perform so well in bed. They tried doing foreplay but it went so badly. After sex, Charlie was disappointed in himself because he didn't bring out his A game. The couple was now in a serious relationship, going for a run every morning, eating healthy food, and she made Charlie quit smoking and alcohol. Now and then, Charlie would lie to Mia that he was going for a power walk, yet he went into the garage to have beer and smoke cigars. Evelyn went by the house, and she met with Mia, asking her if she could fix her son into leaving all bad habits, and they hugged. Later that night, they went to a vegan restaurant, and they talked about his lifestyle change. The two kissed and Mia smelled meat in Charlie's breath, and he finally confessed that he was paying Rose to bring him beef burgers every time. He went on to confess about drinking beer and smoking cigars in their garage and told her that he wasn't going to change into eating healthily and doing exercise. He started shouting at Mia for turning him into something he was not, and she left the restaurant. Charlie went back to drinking beer and told the family that he was through with Mia and wanted to enjoy his life like he used to. Later, he discovered that he made a mistake letting her go, and he went to her apartment to apologize. Ginger, Mia's roommate, opened the door and met with Charlie, giving him a letter Mia wrote. Mia had left for a new job in New York and Charlie was saddened. Weeks later, Alan saw a newspaper advert that Mia's dance group was going to perform in town that weekend and Jake told his uncle that she had called last week and wanted him to come and watch her show. Charlie told Alan that he no longer had feelings for Mia, and he wasn't going to the performance. Alan, Jake and Candy went to watch the performance, and Charlie went to the bar and tried to pick up a drunk lady, and he ended up turning her down. He later joined his brother at the performance, and after the performance he went backstage and met Mia. The two were happy to see each other. Mia insisted on talking to him privately and suggested she drop by the house later to talk to him. Mia came by the house and told him that she wanted his sperm so that she could have a kid, but she didn't want Charlie to be part of the kid's life. Confused by the whole situation, he woke up Alan and asked him about his opinions, and they decided to go to a sperm bank to donate his sperm. They went to the sperm bank and Charlie entered the room to ejaculate but couldn't do it. He went back and told Mia that he had thought over the whole situation, and he asked Mia to marry him.
I'm asking you to marry me.
Charlie rushed home and told everyone that he was going to marry Mia. Alan accompanied Charlie to the jewelry store to pick up a ring for Mia. Back home, Rose came by the house and Charlie told her that he was going to marry Mia, and she was hurt, making her act unusual. Alan helped the couple with their wedding arrangements, and he was too over-pushing. The Harpers went to meet Mia's family, and after dinner there was bad blood between the two families. Later that night, Rose went to Mia's place wearing a wedding gown, and she threatened to harm her. She rushed to Charlie's to complain about Rose, and they ended up deciding to go to Vegas and elope. The couple went to Vegas, and before they started the procedure, Mia took Charlie out of the chapel, and she wanted their honeymoon money to be used to redecorate the house. Mia suggested that after they get married, they were going to kick Alan out of the house, and the two started arguing because Charlie didn't want his brother out of the house. The two denounced the wedding and Charlie went to take Alan and Candy back home. Watch the next video to see how Alan and Candy met and their life together.